I do not know how to make a video game, but somehow I'm releasing my first game, Chess Survivors, into early access tomorrow on Steam. Hi, I'm Aramis, and the only reason I was actually able to make Chess Survivors was because I had the correct mindset. There are almost too many game dev topics and things I've learned along the way to make a comprehensive, here's how I did it type of video. So instead, let's talk about the mindset I had, because I think your mindset and your mental approach to making games is the foundational thing that everything is built upon. First, let me explain what I mean by mindset. I was recently watching one of my favorite streamers, Day9, play through Elden Ring, and he talked a lot about having the correct mindset when heading into a From Software game like Elden Ring or Dark Souls. If you picked up Elden Ring hoping it would be Skyrim 2 with linear quests and simple but effective combat, you would surely be disappointed when you endlessly died trying to defeat an early boss like Margit the Fell Omen. Day9 argues one of the challenges for game developers is to communicate to the player the correct mindset or mental model the player should have while playing the game. And this is no different for game development. How you approach making your game is critical to the success of you actually making that game. For example, a bad mindset would be if you decided to make your first game and your mindset was that it was going to be the next indie hit. It was going to be an MMO, have huge RPG elements, have some sort of collectible card game on the side, and you were going to do it all in 1 year. Well, I'd argue you'd probably bounce right off of game dev, just like if you picked up Elden Ring expecting it to be Skyrim. There's a lot more to making games than just simply having an idea. Heck, anybody can have an idea for a game, but executing on that idea, that is where the challenge really lies when you're making a game. During Day9's playthrough of Elden Ring, he kept coming back to the mental model discussion, especially as he died countless times on certain bosses. Instead of rage quitting, he would smile, chuckle, and say,
"This is the game."
Elden Ring is about failure and triumph, and your mindset needs to be one of learning and failing over and over again until it finally clicks and you overcome that challenge. When I set out to make this video, I decided to talk about Elden Ring because I loved watching Day9 play it, but I realized that it is almost the perfect analogy for the mindset I used while making my game Chess Survivors. A happy little accident, indeed. My goal with Chess Survivors was simply to learn what it takes to design, develop, and publish a commercial game. But having a goal isn't a mindset. My mindset was learning and failing over and over again. It was a very exploration-first mindset. There were a lot of systems that got reworked or scrapped in favor of different designs or approaches, which honestly wasted a ton of my precious dev time. But the whole time, I wasn't concerned with doing it the quote-unquote right way, but instead doing it the way that was intuitive to me and made sense to me at the time. So I say I don't know how to make games, and I stand by that even though I'm on the cusp of releasing my very first game, Chess Survivors, tomorrow. I think what I mean is that I don't know the optimal way to make a game. Like, I've just been figuring it out as I've been going. There are a bunch of systems in Chess Survivors that are frankly giant piles of spaghetti code. But over the past 6 months, I gained a solid understanding for what it takes to actually make a game. And quite a few ways of how not to make a game. I recently said it was a mistake for me to switch from Unity to Godot because of the job prospects as a Godot developer. Well, on second thought, I don't think I actually want to work for a different studio. I have one. It's called Aramis Studios, and being a solo indie dev is one of the things I think I fundamentally love most about making games. It allows me the creative freedom to take my game in any direction, write mountains of spaghetti code, and more than anything, I can make sure I don't burn myself out on the endless journey that is learning to make games. At the end of the day, you need to figure out what works best for you. For me, that means just exploring game dev as a discipline and trying out all the different things, even if that means it's going to cost me extra time down the road. I don't want to min-max this journey away. It is a really fun journey that I'm truly falling in love with, and I guarantee that if you figure out that right equation, that if you get the Rubik's Cube just in the right configuration where it kind of meshes well with your brain, that you too will fall in love with the game dev journey. I've been Aramis. Thank you so much for watching. Good luck out there.